Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole Award chant will be rocking this place. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Powell. The Canes will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will take the first swing of the game. The flash, the style, the swagger, these two really define an era of great college football, and it's always fun to see them square off.
So well put, Reese. I mean, two flashy programs, and when they're rocking, they're rocking. The state of Florida's rocking. Everybody's wanting to go to Miami and Florida State. This is a big one, Palmer.
Yeah, and David, you and I can appreciate this because we were playing back in the day when these two programs really had it rolling, when they had so much NFL talent, speed on the field, it seemed like each and every year. And this was a game that always seemed to determine the national championship picture at the end of the year.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Runs through a tackle. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. The run from the shotgun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The give is to Williams. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And the ball is picked off.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. To the ground with the back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Here comes the option. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Dropping back, it's Battiato. Get it out on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. He'll take a shot. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. The give is to Williams. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Pocket starts to collapse. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal.
Hello, Cooper.
Powerful leg.
MCAA is back.
What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fire. I'm going to be AFK for a minute, so
with a pass.
help him off.
Down the middle. And that pass picked off.
Huge interception, but I think the penalty might be on the defense.
After the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They cannot believe it. A great play on the interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right back to the well. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. A 3rd down try for the offense. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Grabs it in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Miami driving here, down 3. Halfway through the game, or second quarter, or whatever you want to call it, first half. Nice 7-yard gain here. 2nd and 3, 4:40. More than enough time to work with.
And Miami was the one who got to celebrate.
Motion to the right.
They got the close win, and more importantly,
motion, or keeps it to the left, gets slammed, only gets 2 yards. Harder. Doesn't even do much with his legs.
And they know that this is going to be another dogfight.
Hand off to the right, going up the middle, going to get the first down and potentially a little more to the 28-yard line.
Miami's hoping they can make it 2 in a row.
Not satisfied with 1 first down. They want the down, the touchdown. With this won't help them. They lose 2 yards. 2nd and 12 to the 29.
Offense gets set for 2nd down.
Miami is 2-5 on the season, looking to jump 3-5. Their playoff hopes are all but doubtful here.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of
Florida's just trying to
give this guy an inch, a little
into the playoff discussion. They're on the edge of it.
3rd down, going up top.
Not even in the top 25, not going to help at all.
Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
From the gun, the running back has it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Getting some heat. He lofts one down the sideline. Intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Carr. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his position.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They're bringing heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. as here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Brings up second down.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. The give is to Williams. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Keep it on the ground. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Noles decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Offense getting set for first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got him in the flat. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Oh, he wants it all. Snags it on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, between the coaches who have matched wits in this game and the players and the unforgettable moments, Miami, Florida State is must-see TV, and today is no different. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State plays out.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Arroyo. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Hold and finds his man on the left. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. To throw, it's Spatiato. Quickly out to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He leaves it with his back. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg and rolling out. The short hands, it's Gibson. And he goes down after making the grab, picks up a few, but still short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. And then a low score. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They'll try the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You know, when you go down personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. You've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, big update in this colossal top 5 showdown today. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Clemson. We'll circle back if anything big happens in a 1 versus 2 matchup you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to build.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Spatiato. Makes his connection. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Leaves it with the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give is to Williams. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Quick strike complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. He has the first and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The give to the back. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Marches ahead. Touchdown, Florida State. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. Man, did he show some pops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Grabbed behind the line. It's Arroyo. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Makes the grab. It's Smith. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Extending the play. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And the Canes will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. On the return, it's Gibson. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Got his man in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Coming out on second down, trying to put this one away. They want that clock to run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Fighting off the defender. Oh no, the ball popped out. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
The name of the game is getting to the quarterback. But I love getting to the quarterback and finishing with a nice rip and forcing that fumble out. God, there's nothing like it.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for them. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, Seminoles! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.